We are here. We have finally made it to
We're back.
well, we're official. I wouldn't say back for the first time. I feel like there's like a rap album named that, but we're back for the first time. This is the Dominican Dropkick, episode 1. Yes, we got a name. We have a
We have
name.
a name
we
now.
we are officially a tag team. We got matching gear. Cause like last week we were just like two jabronis put together, But now this week we got an entrance. We got some gear.
I feel like last week it was like the NXT tryouts. Like what was that? What was that show that they were finding all the new NXT people?
what tough enough.
No, but after that, the newest one that they just did.
Um, LFG.
Yeah, I
Let,
feel like we were at
the,
LFG
yeah,
first.
exactly. So now we got names and all that, but hold on, y'all. Let's make some noise for the Dominican Dropkick podcast. Let's go.
Oh, I can't believe it.
There we go. All right, let's get right into it here. So the way that we're gonna start this podcast is we're gonna do kind of the week in reverse, I guess you would say, because we're gonna start off with a Smackdown preview, work our way to Raw, and then we're gonna get to the throwbacks. So I guess I'll let my sis Michelle take it from here and tell us what's the deal, what's going on, Michelle.
I actually don't have anything prepared from last week's SmackDown, and I feel like I was watching it, but I wasn't really watching it,
No,
you know. So I want to talk about the one thing I want to talk about before we get into anything that I was really confused about was Randy and now newly named Zack Ryder, aka Chelsea Green's husband,
what?
because that's the only way I can like refer him to.
Nah, I
He'll
mean,
always be Chelsea Green's
no. You
husband.
gotta put some respect on Matt Cardona, bro. He is more than Chelsea Green's husband because before she was just Zack Ryder's wife. So you gotta
I
put
feel
some.
like she's the big. I feel like she's the bigger star. I'm sorry.
No, right now,
Sorry.
right now, yes, right now in
She's in a
2026,
wheelchair and she's still entertaining. Like, come on now.
2026, she is the more over star than him at the moment. But the reason that I think that the whole Randy Orton and Zack Ryder thing made sense is because what you gotta understand is that back in like '07, '08 ish around there, like Matt Cardona, Cody Rhodes, they were like young bulls. You know what I'm saying? Like as a,
Okay, so is there like some history to what happened,
I mean,
or was it just like random?
it wasn't. I don't think that there was much like kayfabe like in like, on camera. I don't think they've had too many interactions, but I think that just in regards to like somebody that they've known each other for at least 10 plus years. Like so, I'm
Hmm.
sure that behind the scenes they've had those type of conversations, and Matt Cardona does have that type of respect in regards to like the locker room, in regards to the people that are there. That it did make sense for him to like kind of go and have that type of interaction with Randy, even though it's like, damn, it's like, yes, I'm on TV, but fuck, I just got here, bro. Like, y'all already just
So
gonna
basically,
scrub
they
me
they put
out?
them together because they're both like in this right compared to like Javon Evans. They're both considered to be legends. So there's no like deep rooted like history. There wasn't like any matches, any like betrayal or nothing
No,
like that because
this was just like
all of the promo. I feel like he was just like an innocent bystander, and
it's
I
more
was just
like,
kind of
all
like he
right,
got hit, and now they're just trying to like make the storyline that I'm not understanding. But I was like, let me
but
ask the historian
also
of what
too,
happened.
you gotta understand is that Matt Cardona and Cody Rhodes are like brothers. They're like literally like best friends. It's like Matt Cardona, like Chelsea Green, like their wives and all that. Like they're like a friend group. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
so it's like that also I think does play a factor in regards to how Cody Rhodes would react to it or I think that that's what it is because he could have fucked with anybody on the roster. He could have beat up Jelly Roll and still got like the same amount of heat that he got.
Well, he did, and I
Oh, he
and
did fuck Jelly
that's
Roll
like
up.
kind of like
Yes,
that's like kind of
yes,
like
yes.
segment like let's not to change like the subject, but we got like
No,
I on purposely didn't call you about anything that happened because I wanted to get like your genuine like reaction
no.
to what was going on because like I feel like Jelly Roll inserted himself at the end and he got RKO'd, and for him to even take a RKO, like I'm sorry, I know he's a celebrity, but I'm gonna give him his flowers because ain't no way that I'm gonna take a RKO. I'm
I
sorry.
mean,
No,
honestly,
I don't care how safe the move looks. I'm not taking an RKO. But I also feel like like, is this another Logan Paul? Are you just like infiltrating
I mean,
because you're not
all
making
right.
money somewhere else, or like, are you a genuine fan and want to get into it? Like, I haven't felt his genuine energy. I almost feel the energy that I feel is kind of like a little bit of like a money grab, but he's good. So it's
Uh,
like I can't deny, like, he knows how to talk on the mic. I feel like the wrestling part, it can come with time, training, and
I mean,
experience.
bro,
But is it
it's
just a
jelly,
moment,
it's
or
Jelly
are you
Roll.
actually gonna be around?
What are you looking for from Jelly Roll in regards to like any wrestling? Like anything that he does, bro. Like if Jelly Roll does like a couple suplexes and takes a move or two, like he's good. His SummerSlam match was bomb actually. Like it was actually really fun. It was a fun match.
Maybe we have to like watch that again because
I
it
mean,
to me
bro,
it wasn't too
he,
memorable.
I mean, I thought it was fun. Like I thought it was a fun match. But in regards to how I feel about Jelly Roll, is like similar to you. Is like at the end of the day, it's like it's a cash grab on both sides. To be honest with you,
So do you
like,
think he draws in a crowd?
yes, yes, especially like, cause the thing too, I was literally having this type of conversation with my homeboy about music. Music is like a thing that just because it's not necessarily for you doesn't mean that it's not for everybody. Cause fucking Jelly Roll is at his peak as well. So it's not like all right, it's not like The Rock. When The Rock came back from WrestleMania 40, like everybody knows that The Rock wasn't too popular in Hollywood at that moment because he dropped the Black Adam movie. The Black Adam movie didn't do well, so
Oh,
it was part of rehabilitating his image in regards to getting him back into prominence in Hollywood, and so there was more strategy in regards to Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll is at his peak right now. Like Jelly Roll is the hottest that I think he'll ever be right now. So at the end of the
mhm.
day, it's like he has to have some sort of genuine fandom for wrestling to do it because right now he doesn't need to do it. Like literally, like this guy can go on tour with fucking Post Malone and go sell out the middle of America and you know what I'm saying, North Florida, like
Mhm.
for sure. So I think
So do you think he's doing this for fun,
oh, okay. Another thing that I could
or
say,
you think he truly enjoys
no,
it?
yes, I think that he does truly enjoy it, and I think he is doing it for fun because look at the people that he's working with. Like for him to sit here and do a program with Kit Wilson and all that, like
I actually enjoyed that because I like Kit Wilson.
Kit
I'm
Wilson is
really
the
sad.
man.
I'm really sad about Pretty Deadly because I don't know if you know, but like the other guy, I don't know his name.
Oh
I just know he
man,
was a part of Pretty
no,
Deadly.
yes,
He has
the
like a
blonde guy.
really bad like neck injury,
Yeah,
so it's just kind of like
yes, but
I'm happy they didn't just write him off because I feel like how they did uh Joey Gargano, horrible. Because he's a good wrestler. They could do something else with him. But him lying down like a rock every week is just, I'm tired of it. Just
yeah,
like the Bass Men, I'm tired of it. Like,
yes,
just do something else.
yes,
Please.
yes,
Like,
but
make him what they did with Aleister Black and Zelina Vega. Like,
no,
make them like a
no,
married power couple or
honestly,
something.
Johnny Gargano, it's like he's good as a babyface. Like he sucks as a heel. Like literally, like his best run as a wrestler was when he was like the sympathetic babyface, like kind of like a Sami Zayn type, like in NXT.
Hmm.
Like that was like the peak of Johnny Gargano. Like when he was like feuding with Ciampa and like all that stuff. Like that was like his like the height of his success. So like now that he's been a heel for like 2 years now. Like and it doesn't
Hmm.
work because he's such like a genuine nice person. Like you look at Johnny Gargano, like and like you see him like at a store, he's like your waiter or something. Like bro, like you're like yo, this guy is cool. You know, like he just has
Got
that
it.
good guy energy. So
He
it's like,
doesn't seem intimidating.
bro, it's not that. It's just he just seems like a good person. It would be like if Rey Mysterio was to be a heel. Like you'd be like, bro, like I don't believe this shit. Like
Got it. Got it.
it doesn't hit. So I think that's what he needs to do. But I think they just need to find a way to turn him babyface. And then I think that Johnny Gargano can definitely at least work in like the mid card, you know, and what he's doing. But back to Kit Wilson, who I think is really like the most exciting thing in the mid card right now.
Yeah, cause it's you know what it's the attitude, the poetry, like yeah, the dance moves. Like he has a charisma to him,
And two,
and go
and
ahead.
no, I was gonna say, and two, what it is that like the soft boy era is like popular thing right now on the internet. Like a lot of like
Really,
yeah, like a lot
I
of
don't.
like
I mean, I feel like I'm getting old because I just don't live chronically online, but. I didn't know that.
So
Like,
yeah,
so
the soft boy era, like it's like what's these guys' names? Kind of there's like this like boy band, is they called Boy Throb, and like
boy throb.
yes,
Got it.
they're like a boy band, but they wear like these like pink, like they don't dress like Kid Wilson, but they wear like the same type of color palettes and like like it's
Hmm.
like that thing is popular now, so he kind of took that and like obviously like he took that and mixed it with like his charisma, and then he got in there and things like that. But I mean,
Kind of like K-pop boy bands and stuff.
thank you, yes, exactly that, like exactly.
Okay.
That's what I meant by like soft boy. It's like like a K-pop artist where like they look very feminine, but they're like they'll take your chick. Like a nigga will take your bitch in a blouse. Like
Wow. Wow.
so
Okay.
it works for him, and it's like damn, bro, I'm really upset that I don't remember the other guy's name from Pretty Deadly right now. Like that's actually
I
really
know.
annoying.
I feel like almost like borderline disrespectful
Yeah,
because
cause bro,
he did dedicate a lot to us, and
bro,
I feel I'm not remembering his name, but
it's
those like really thin crop tops with the nipples out was
yeah,
fantastic.
yeah.
But
No, they were sick. They were sick. They were awesome. Shit. What else could we say about SmackDown? I mean, honestly,
I'm
oh,
actually gonna
what
try to.
was it this week or was that last week that they debuted the new faction of Michin and Jade?
That, oh my god. Oh my
That was the week
god.
before, right? That was the week
That
before.
was, I don't know if it was, I think it was this
I
week
think it
that
was this
passed,
week.
and it was
I
horrible.
mean, bro.
Because, you want to know why I feel like it was so horrible? Because for like 2 weeks, they were like, um, for 2 weeks, they were literally like putting little segments of like, "Oh, I can't wait to get my payback," and then all of a sudden they're like
I mean,
together and they're friends.
I mean, hey.
But I feel like there was no segment of like a conversation like, "Hey, let's bury the hatch. I need your
No,
help."
but I mean,
Like
two.
Rhea's a big star. I want to keep my championship. I'm gonna look out for you. Like, give me
No,
something.
but I mean, at the end of the day, like that type of shit has to happen behind the scenes. And two, on top of that, too, it's like kind of like a. I think it's kind of a you can't beat them, join them type of thing. But I think that they are gonna explain the reason why they joined her, which I still don't know the reason why they joined her.
Me either. It's just
Hopefully they
horrible storytelling right
hopefully
now.
they
I just
explain
really
it.
don't
Like
like it.
behind the scenes, I see why they can put them together. Like, cause like on paper, like yeah, they all kind of fit like a similar personality and like like things like that where like it can work. I think the faction can work, especially in like a women's division like that. There's no women's faction in WWE. Period.
Hmm.
So it's like there's a void.
Yeah, actually, there
I
isn't
mean,
because
outside of the
everybody
girl,
right now is tied up in the tag teams.
it or that or the girls in the Judgment Day. Like all right.
Yeah, but I feel like it's like a girls and guys, so it's not really like an all
Exactly.
women like I would even be cool with because I was watching so you know how A&E they do the rivals and it was like Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair
Yeah.
and then they were talking about the Four Horsemen like
Yeah.
how come they don't have something like that but for women?
I mean, the thing of
Especially that the women are so hot. The women are so hot that they did a whole pay-per-view just with women wrestlers.
I mean,
Like,
shit. They could do it. It could be done. I just think too is just like it has to be like the type of it has to be like women that can work well together to that point. I feel like
mhm.
I don't know. It's just like I think that they're gonna try it with these girls with Michin and Jade and B Fab, which honestly like B Fab to me is very underrated. Like
Yeah, I think she's a good
I think
wrestler. And
I
you
think
know
she's
who gave us that like kind of little nugget that was coming was Bobby Lashley before. I don't know if he left or he got fired, but like there
no
was an
he
interview that he did
his contract
the
right now.
year before. Um, so last WrestleMania, you know how they had WWE World? He was on a panel and he was like, "Oh, who do you think is gonna like? Who do you think is like next up? Like who does nobody see coming?" And he was like, "Oh, for sure, B-Fab." And it's true. Like I think she is a good wrestler. I just don't think they write her good.
No, it's not that. It's not that they write her good or anything. It's just you got to understand, like in WWE, bro, there's such a pecking order in things that it's like, bro, like who are you gonna write for? Like, it's like you're gonna write for Chelsea Green or BFAB or Tiffany Stratton or BFAB, and like, it's hard for her to do something to get above that. But I think that she's underrated, and I think that she can be used more in regards to things like that. And I think that this faction could be maybe an opportunity to get her over. You know, like I don't know in my opinion, but
Yeah, I could see that, but do you think that if they join something like this, right? For example, right? Chelsea Green to me is the star, and she had the secret Hervis, and poor
Alba
uh
Piper Niven.
yeah, Piper Niven. She also has a neck injury right now, so
Yes,
like
yes.
for her, sending
Oh,
her a lot of prayers.
yes.
But like I feel like even though Alba Fire is a good wrestler, I don't feel like she ever got over or popular, or like she's always just to me been like the lap dog. And I mean, of course Chelsea's the star, so do you think that will happen to BFAB since she's joining
Yes, I mean
this?
at the end of the day, she's not more over than Michin. That's a fact. And she's not
I
more.
think Michin is a better wrestler
No,
and
but
better promo, better everything.
Michin is a legend. Michin is like a female in the female wrestling scape. Like, she's a legend because she's been around for a very long time and she's been doing this for a long time. So it makes sense for her to be in the group in regards to like having her be like the person who can work with Jade and get Jade better and whatever in regards to all that. So
Oh, speaking about Jade, I don't know if I got to tell you, but I saw this short clip of her doing like a Zoom meeting with another like popular podcast, but I don't know why the name is like escaping me right now. Like hopefully maybe we could probably like insert a clip or something. But she was basically to me in so many words, which to me if they cut my check, like I wouldn't be bearing the people that pay me. But she basically was saying like, I wish I could wrestle more, I wish I could defend my title more. So if you feel that way, how come they're not writing you that way?
I mean,
Because to me it makes it seem like it's her, but also you have to blame the writers too. But is it because she has no opponents, or they can't think of something, or they're trying to save her energy so she doesn't get hurt before WrestleMania because we have so many injuries? Like,
all right. So I think that there's two answers to that question. Answer number one is, I think that the number one thing, and this is because honestly, amongst a lot of wrestling fans that I talk to, they are very critical of Jade Cargill, and I'm always catch myself like I'm always defending her. Like, even though like I'm like indifferent about Jade Cargill, like I like her for what she brings to wrestling, and I like what she does outside of wrestling, but regardless, like I'm not the biggest fan of her, but I always catch myself defending her. And the one thing that I have been defending her on is that she has opponents on SmackDown, but they just for some reason haven't been presented, like they haven't crossed paths, because either like Charlotte and Alexa are down in the tag team division, or Bailey or whatever. Like, they had to literally bring somebody over from Raw to challenge her. So I think that there's been one lack of opponents for
mm-hmm,
whatever reason, creatively or whatever. And I think number
mm-hmm,
two is the fact that WWE just performs less. Now, like, if you're on the main roster, you literally show up for the show that you're on, and that's it. Like, they do live events, but they don't do them how they used to do them under Vince, where, like, it would be like, bro, you would wrestle, like, 4 or 5, 6 times a week. And that just goes back to, like, the fact that that there's so many injuries. It's like a gift and a curse. Because really,
mm-hmm,
when, like, yes, everybody wants more time off and wants more time with their family, but
mm-hmm.
at the same time, it's like wrestling is a game of condition and it's a game of repetition. And it's like, for you to be the best wrestler like in the world, you have to be in shape and you have to be doing it consistently, because picking up a human being and dropping them, and that's like, that takes things. So it's like, like, so I think that that's really been the reason that her title run has been perceived as subpar, is because of the lack of
That's
opponents.
how I feel. I
The
feel like it's been absolute trash. And for her to even say something like that, like, even if that's truly how I felt, as if I'm putting myself in her position, right?
Right.
If that's truly how I felt, I wouldn't bury the people
I
that
mean,
feed me.
but
I wouldn't
at the
because
same time, if you're telling your
you can have
boss,
an opinion, but that's like it's just kind of like it's like to me in the way I think about it, right?
uh huh.
If you have a corporate job and you make a TikTok about how much you hate your boss and you put it on the internet and then they fire you, how then
No,
what?
I see. I disagree because I don't think that's what she did. I think that she said, "I want to work more." Like that's what she's saying.
Yes,
She's
and
like,
that's exactly how she put it. I do want to work more, and that's the
okay.
message that I
So, hey,
understood.
as a boss,
But
that's
to
music to
me,
my
you're
ears.
basically putting the blame on WWE for
No,
not writing you in
I
matches.
mean that's not what she said though. She just said, "I would want to defend my title more. I want to work more." I don't think there's anything wrong. I don't think that that's
Read
burying
between the
WWE.
lines. What do you think that means?
That means, hey, I want to be used and use me. Like, yeah, I agree.
I don't know. I wouldn't have said something like that. I
Ah,
understand how she feels because I feel like as fans we all feel like that. You should be a fighting champion. Like, hello, I'm sorry, Penta, explosion. He's like, I'll fight anybody, and
yeah.
that's like that match was like a throwaway match,
All
but
right.
I'll fight anybody, and that's
Right.
how it should have been. But
Right.
it's
But
not like
at the
that with
same
her, and
time
I
too, is
wonder
like
why.
you got to understand is that Penta's it has a mid card title, so that title can be defended more. It's a TV title. It's a title to be defended on TV every week, as opposed to your world title. Like so, I think that they just haven't built.
So
And
it's more of like the undisputed world champion. The undisputed championship is like more pristine. Like that's
a
the
hundred,
level to
a
defend
hundred
it.
percent in the Intercontinental. I mean, of course, and two is like let's not give a double standard because we all love the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, and how often does that motherfucker come to work?
Oh, hey, I want him. You know what? I'm not even gonna like say anything bad because I also feel the same way. I wish he would work more, but I also feel like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm
No.
not gonna entertain you peasants.
What
Is
is it?
kind of
No.
what
What
I'm
is it?
trying to.
The 48 laws of power. It says like visibility, like lack of visibility is like a form of exerting your power over someone. Like
Wow.
the fact that you don't see them all the time, like that can mean like they're like it's like exclusive every time that you do. So
Wow. Okay. So you
is
taught me something new. I didn't know that.
yeah.
Maybe I should read that book.
Yeah, it's a dope book. I think 50 Cent has the 50th law too, where he adds two more laws to it and shit like that. So it's pretty dope. But all right, let's talk about Monday Night Raw. Let's talk about it.
Wait. One more thing before we move on, because I know we've been talking about SmackDown for a while.
Uh huh.
So I think the one thing that like pissed me off the most out of this whole episode, was the simple fact that Carmelo Hayes lost the title
Yes.
to Sammy
Yes.
just to fight Trick Williams
Yes.
when I would have 100% paid the $1,500 to sit all the way at the tippy top to see
To sit in the
Carmelo
parking
Hayes.
lot.
I'll sit in the parking lot with a little handheld radio TV with the antenna.
Yeah.
I would have killed to see Carmelo Hayes and Trick
But
Williams.
all right,
Like,
the way that I see it though is that bro, that's your WrestleMania main event. 40, 46, 47 around there. Well, we have 42, right? WrestleMania 42 or 43?
it's
43?
43, 43. Yeah, I think it's 43.
I think it's 42 actually.
Well,
Whatever. But
I mean, I
that
could Google it right
yeah,
now to
that's
make
a
sure that we're right, but I think it's 42 or 43. I can't remember now.
yeah. I just know that that's a future main event where yes, they could have done it for the US title, but at the same time it's like
Oh,
Carmelo
42,
yeah.
42.
So yeah, Carmelo Hayes did not deserve to lose his title, especially after all the work that he's done to elevate that title.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
two,
how I feel.
I feel like, all right, like they've been putting, they've been purposely keeping him away from the Javons and the Obas and the Tricks, and he hasn't really intertwined with the too much of the young black talent just yet. So I think that they're waiting to do that. I think that they're waiting to like build these guys up, and then like eventually like him and Trick will be going in the main event. But they're definitely gonna feud next year. Next year they're definitely gonna feud. I think Carmelo Hayes is gonna do something at WrestleMania that's
Hmm.
gonna play into that.
I just feel like for them to do a title change so quickly, we have about 3 weeks until, as we're recording this episode, we have about 3 weeks until
Mania.
WrestleMania, maybe less than that.
Right.
And to me, I feel like I would have much rather see him fight Trick Williams, in my opinion, because even for him to be like, oh, Trick, we got your Nick Aldis, we got your spot on the card. Like you're gonna be on WrestleMania. Like I was excited about that,
No, I mean,
and I was even more excited about thinking like, well, who could he fight? I definitely didn't want him to fight Sami Zayn, and I
no,
definitely
I
don't.
mean,
I'm so tired of Sami Zayn being like the anxious underdog. Like, please, like, do something else. Do something else.
I
I'm
mean, all
so
right,
tired of seeing
all right.
this storyline,
I
and I
think
just don't. I
no.
also think it's not believable as a heel either.
Nah, I don't know. I think that he's gonna cook. I think. All right, this is what my prediction for Sami Zayn and Trick Williams WrestleMania is gonna be the classic double turn, where Trick Williams is gonna go good, and not necessarily make too much changes to his character, but just he'll be a face, and then Sami Zayn will go heel, and then Carmelo Hayes will have something to play in regards to that. Because too, it's like with Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams' beef. In reality, to me, it's like it doesn't work well as like I don't know. It's like I like Carmelo Hayes as a babyface, but I like him way better as a heel.
I feel like when he was with the Miz, he was horrible. I feel
Yeah,
like the Miz
no,
like
no,
laid him
I'm talking
down.
about like him on his own, like NXT Melo don't miss like that. He was a dog. Like as a heel, he was fire as fuck. And him and Trick, literally together as a team, is fire as fuck. Like they could, you put them two together, and like they get on they shit, and they could take over SmackDown. No cap, they could have that shit lit as fuck. But hey, I think I'm excited though. I'm excited to see it because I think that Carmelo Hayes is still gonna end up being important in the build up to WrestleMania and at WrestleMania. I think he's still gonna do something. I don't think they're just gonna stick him in the Andre the Giant battle Memorial Battle Royal. I don't think that they're gonna do
I
him.
feel like that's what they should have did. Like they should have just did him so dirty, so then he gets so mad
You,
that he actually listens to what Randy told him.
you
I
talking
feel like
about?
that would have been a way better storyline
You're
because
talking
Randy
about?
was like, sometimes you have to be selfish, and at no point have I ever seen Sami Zayn be selfish. So
No,
for
no.
him to be left out and then him fight his way, like I would have like maybe like him interrupt like a match or just like hit some like attack somebody or something for me to believe that now I'm gonna be bad because I was treated so bad. So it's like I can only be nice for so long. That would have been so much better.
Yeah, and too, I feel like anytime like Sami Zayn gets like these mid card title reigns, it's kind of just like on some like here nigga damn like
Yes, yes,
like bro
yes.
like you
It's the
know.
same song and dance every week, and I'm just like, bro,
Hey,
I'm
it's
so
like
tired
you
of
know
it.
when somebody just asks you for something and you're like, all right, bro, like here, bro, just have it here. Here's something, you know. So I feel like it's kind of like that, but I feel like even Sami Zayn knows, bro, that like he could possibly be more. He could possibly be a little
He
champion.
could, he
I mean,
could be more.
bro, and this is with all due respect. If Jey Uso can be a world champion, like Sami Zayn can be a world champion, and I'm not saying it because of his wrestling or anything like that. I'm saying it in regards to like that's the thing is people don't understand how important Sami Zayn is to what wrestling is today. Like
Yeah, because remember when I watched that 4 hour Bloodline video? Like, he was very important.
okay, but even go before that, like the
Maybe I'm
people
gonna have to just do
literally
my homework, and then
half
the next episode I'll probably be giving Sami Zayn his flowers.
half the roster wouldn't look how the roster looks without like Sami Zayn and like Kevin Owens and things like that. So it's like they were like think of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens as like if they were like rappers, they're like underground rappers that got signed to like a big label, but then they actually did well. So it's like certain fans might be like, oh, like fuck them, they sold out, but then like other fans who didn't know them from their underground shit like loved them.
Got it.
So it's like that type of thing. But all right, let's do it. Let's.
Okay, one more thing, and then we'll be done with SmackDown.
No, I was gonna say.
Um, why don't you think they went through with um remember when Bailey was doing all these promos about how she's like kind of like going crazy
Yeah.
and she's saying all these things,
Yeah.
but then like, but then she's kind of like portraying to be bipolar, like she's
Yeah.
good, but then she's bad, but then she snaps on you.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden we're back to the hugger. Like
Right.
what happened?
Honestly, with Bailey, it's just like, bro, Bailey is money as a baby face. Like, Bailey's the type of
I
chick.
actually was feeling the fact that she could kind of like,
Yeah.
you don't know what you don't know where you're gonna get, so you kind of need to walk on
Yeah,
eggshells
yeah, but
daily.
I don't know. Bailey, if I'm Triple H, like, I need Bailey smiling. I need Bailey on TV. Like, Bailey's the type of chick that, like, you could send to TV and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't know, maybe they were like, maybe we don't need another heel. But I don't know, maybe she might come back and maybe she might open it or whatever. Maybe it just fits, like, the storyline for now. So maybe they might come back to that again, but honestly,
Okay.
I think that she's just better as a babyface, in my opinion. Well, I don't know, because when she did the thing with Sasha, the boss hug connection, and like they were like healing it up during the pandemic, that was pretty awesome too. So
I'm gonna have to watch that because I don't remember that.
yeah, no, they were
So
they were they were they were healing it up. They were like the 2-man power trip, but like the women version of it.